Scams. So how might we be scammed online? Think of some ways and I will let you type it in the next slide. So how might we be scammed online? So Faye says phishing, social engineering, yes. So Apple by clicking some suspicious links, Rommel by phishing email, Mashani by phishing, Geozal by fake websites, Vivilan trusting unknown resources, Humstock by clicking on phishing emails and social engineering, yes. Scam call Shay, yes. Jenilyn by clicking unknown link, yes. June investment schemes promising high returns, yes. Nuzhat lottery price scams, yes. May by clicking SMS with link, yes. So links on text messages, don't click on any links, or don't click on any links in emails either. Also, don't open any attachments from an unknown sender. So if it's not somebody you know, if it's somebody that you don't know, don't open an attachment because it could be a virus. Yeah, so avoid those types of things. So by clicking on phishing emails and social engineering, disclosing your bank details, unsolicited callers, yes. Suck, yeah. Also, on social media, when they do ask a question about yourself, and then you can type it in the comments. They use that information to hack into your account. So don't answer any of that stuff. So really good points, everyone there. So how can we avoid online scams? What signs should we look for in a potential scam? What should we do if we suspect a scammer? What are the possible effects of a scam? Why do banks put adverts out to inform people about potential scams? So we're gonna go through all that stuff here. So scenario, Kamar is a fan of trainers and collects them. He has a particularly valuable pair that he's selling online using an auction site. Someone gets into contact with him asking to buy them for much more than he was asking for. So I'm going to show you the phone call on the next slide here. So here, let's read through this. I'll take a screenshot of this. I'll take a screenshot of this transcript, and then can you read through it in chat and answer the next question? So I'll provide it in chat here, and then I'll bring up this question. So is there anything unusual with the situation? Yes, so Humsick says yes, the caller is not known to Kamal. Yes, that's a big red flag there. Yes. Rommel being rushed to get the package to be shipped, yes. Apple, the price offer is high, maybe, yes, because of the package they shipped, yes. June asking additional cost of shipment, yes. Mashani rushing, yes. Shay, fast, unsecured transaction, yes. Humsuck, yes, the caller was not known to Kamal. The buyer was name dropping, yes. They use a virgin language, yes, that's a big red flag. If they're requiring an action quick, it's probably a red flag. Price offers much higher, Barrage, yes. Confirmation email, yes, Apple. Does anything worry you about the call? So yes, the way the caller was rushing the seller from success, yes. Apple, yes, needing to click on the confirmation mail, yes. Fade did not answer where he got this number, yes. And then Rommel, yes, the way the caller was rushing, yes. Gentleman, yes, the caller was suspicious. Usually the buyer don't initiate higher price, yes. Jay, yes, once they ask for verification number, yes. Yes, because the caller's rushing May, yes. So what questions might you have about the call? So how they got this phone number? Yes, Mashani, excellent. Good question. June, ask a verify identity, yes. Apple, why you're offering a lot more than selling price. Faye, proof of identity of the buyer, yes. Stuck, how they got the seller's contact, yes. Rommel, how did the caller get the personal phone number of a victim? Yes. Gentleman, photo ID, yes. So great answers, everyone. So yeah, what signs should we look for in a potential scam? Issues with the call? How did they get Kamar's number? Why do they need the trainers so urgently? Why are they offering much more than the solid asking price? Why don't they say who the name of the entertainer is? Kamar needs proof the seller is real. So summary, Kamar gets an email from the buyer that says they were going to pay directly instead of on site. Kamar then receives another email that confirms the payment. It looks like a real email. Kamar was in a hurry, but he feels something was wrong. He goes back and looks at the messages and sees the email has small and odd mistakes. He also did not get the money in his account. So what should Kamar do next? Gentleman says report the number, yes. Report the buyer Apple, yes. Verify the identity of caller, Vivian, yes. Homsec, report the issue to the relevant authorities, yes. Try verifying the number like through Truecaller. Good point, Rashani. Rom will verify the authenticity of the caller, yes. Good point. Then May says Kamar should not give his details and it should verify the caller. Yes, May. May said share your awareness with friends and family to raise awareness. That's good. Yeah. Constant communication about this stuff is very important. Yeah, good points, everyone, on that one. And then what additional information would you want when selling the shoes? So Apple ID card, proof of billing, yes. Documentation in June, yes. Proof of identity of the buyer, FA, yes. Good things to have. The identity of the buyer, yes. Good points. Proof of identity with Shani. Social media profile, Shay, yes. That might be useful. Should Kumar sell the shoes? So all knows, yes, I agree. We shouldn't sell the shoes. So this video here, they found that when they watch this video, we won't show the video in class, but if you want to watch it, you can. But the getting a call from the scammer who didn't say who they were. The buyer insisted on paying directly instead of through the site. The email was a fake and wasn't from the real site. The buyer stopped communicating after asking questions. So be careful of that. So what could we do if we suspected a scammer? So Face says report them. That's a good point. Apple says block and report. Yes. Vivulin says report to the authority. Yes. Rommel immediately sees the communication. Yes. Good points. Shay ignored or don't entertain. Carmela dropped the call and blocked them. Yes. Humsuck discontinued the communication, notified the authorities. Yes. Jenilyn reports to the authorities and blocked the number. Yes. Mashani report let others know through social platforms. Geozel block or restrict the communication. Yes. So letting others know is a good thing because you want other people to know that this is a scammer. So you want to educate everyone else, any people you care about, so they don't get scammed. Contact the organization, verify identity. That's a good point there. I really like June's point. I'd recommend contacting the organization. So if it's Google, let's say, you're trying to verify if they work for Google, contact Google's head office and see if they work there because they can verify it. And I've done that too. So there was a scammer that was trying to scam me, and I verified through the company that they didn't work there. So I contacted the company to figure out if they did work there, and it turned out they didn't. So I knew that they were a scammer. So what June said, I did. So yeah, email, call the head company, make sure it's the right website, and just verify if they work there, and then you can figure out if it's a scam or not. Also, if it's a real estate scam, the way to avoid a real estate scam is to work with a realtor. Work with a realtor because they're licensed and they can't participate in that activity. But if you don't work with a realtor, working right with the property manager, they may scam you. So I recommend work with a realtor to avoid being scammed for real estate / renting. So real estate and renting, I work with a realtor to avoid any scam. So yeah, great input there, everyone. So what should we do if we suspect a scammer? Ask them for more information / proof. Make sure we only use trusted sites for buying / selling / payments. Report them to the site, block their email / communications. So a lot of what everyone has said here. So what are the possible effects of being scammed?
Professor, I think we can't. Yeah, we can't type the answer.
Can't type?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
the screen is not updating.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me know if it updates the next one. So can you see this now?
Yes.
Okay.
I still can't see it.
Okay, great. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for letting me know. So what are the possible effects of a scam? So losing money, losing possessions, effect on mental health, loss of trust in online marketplaces, not getting what you thought you were going to get. So this is something you can think about. So here, if you want to send this to me, I'll put this in the chat. If you want to write something about this, yeah, just put it in the, like, if you want to write a short article about this is an optional activity. So it's up to you if you want to do this. So imagine you're writing to people who are not really aware of online scams or what they look like. Contain the following bits of information: what an online scam is, how to spot signs of a scam, what to do if you suspect a scam, what are the potential effects of scams, and why should we avoid them. So write it to how do you plan to spend your money, and how do you know what to pay. So estimating expenses based on past records, June. Break down how to match your income against your expenses, including plans for savings. Humsuck, yes. Rob will need to know what was essential in spending money. Yes. Apple, a budget is about planning your finances. I personally try by spending. Excellent, Apple. Mashani, estimating future incomes and allocating specified proportions to expenditures based on estimates and assumptions. Yes. May, budget is how we will allocate the money. Yes. Faye, budget is plan for saving and spending money. Make estimates. Yes. Faraj, budgets outline planned spending and income. I allocate funds based on priorities, tracking expenses to ensure financial goals are met and bills are paid on time. Vivian, budget is how I plan expenses, having Excel to track my finances. Yes. Shay, but listing my necessity payment. Gentlemen, allocating money to necessities and savings. Yes. Giselle, setting priorities to determine your financial goals, such as saving for emergencies and paying up debt. Yes. So budget, we're going to go through more budget stuff here. So expenditures are money that's spent on goods, services, and bills. Impulse buying is making a purchase based on an immediate want or due to the pressure of advertising. Long-term goals are plans to take a year or more to accomplish. Short-term goals are plans that can be accomplished within 3 months a year. So needs are survival essentials such as food, water, clothing, and shelter. What things do you need to buy to satisfy your needs? So you need water, is expensive bottled water a need. You need food, is better bag of potato chips a need. You need clothing, is a popular designer jacket a need. Wants, goods or services that make people more comfortable or content, but which are not essential for survival. So is this a want or a need in the picture here? Are these sodas here a want or a need? So a want, yes. So are these a want or a need? Clothes and shoes. So need, yes. So goal setting, know what you want your money to do for you. Think about goals you can accomplish this year. These are short-term goals. Think about goals that will take more than 1 year to accomplish. These are long-term goals. So think about what things you could save for. So to reach your goals, sometimes you have to make hard choices. No one can have all the things they want. Choosing how you can spend your money now can help you save to reach your future goals. So choose to spend wisely. Think about an item before you purchase it. Ask yourself a few questions. Is it a necessity? Ask yourself, does it sustain me, house me, cover me? Is it a luxury? Ask yourself, can I manage without it? Is it essential to meet a goal? What is the budget? A record of income and expenditures, a plan for managing money, and a tool to track saving and spending. The amount of money you take home is college or what? Net pay. Yeah. So which of the following is generally the most expensive category in a person's budget? So housing is usually the most expensive category. So it's usually housing. So as you can see, average family budget for the Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2012, 33% was spent on housing, 17.5% on transportation, 13% on food, 11% on personal insurance, pensions, 10% other, 7% healthcare, 5% entertainment, 3% clothing, and 0.5% cash. So creating a budget, determine your net monthly income, categorize your expenditures, distribute funds to meet needs and obligations, and determine your discretionary income. So money that is spent on goods, services, and bills. So expenditures, yes. So opportunity cost, the next best alternative given up when making a financial choice. Scarcity is the economic condition of limited resources that prevents people from having everything they want. So as you can see, when you go from being a teenager to a family, I'll ask the class, if you look at these two graphs, what are the main differences? Yeah, housing, exactly, Hadassah, yeah. Housing is much more for housing is the biggest part of budget for family, while teen isn't, it's not even part of their budget because they have their parents they're living with. So anything else you can see? Yeah, food is a big difference, June. Yes. Yeah, food is third for families, while it's second for teens. Yeah, healthcare in the family. Yes, healthcare is nothing for teens, while it's 7% for family. Transportation, yes, transportation is second for families and it's nothing for teens. Furniture for teen spending, yeah, 2% versus yeah, so yeah. Teen spending are more on their wants. Yes, that's a great takeaway, Carmela. Teens are spending more for themselves such wants. Rommel, yeah, that's correct. You can still join in, just click on the link in the chat. So financial literacy vocab. So income is money that is earned as a result of working. Earnings is money that you collect. Gross income is the amount of money made before deductions are taken out. Net income is the amount of money made after deductions are taken out. So examples of net pay calculation. So gross income is what is yes per month. And then there's deductions. So these are the Canadian ones. So Social Security is Canadian. So that's sorry, that's American. So Social Security is American, but in Canada it's Canadian pension plan. So in Canada, you're still deducted, but it's Canadian pension plan instead of Social Security. And then Canada, we don't have Medicare tax. That's for the US. So we wouldn't have that deduction in Canada. So none in Canada. So this would be like US. And this would be Canada. And then income tax, they deduct income tax from your income in Canada. They usually do that every paycheck. So you don't have as much to pay at the end of the year because it's easier to do it that way because you don't have to pay a huge sum at the end of the year. It's usually reduced so that the employer takes out a certain amount each paycheck. They deduct a certain amount from each paycheck, and then it saves you from paying the whole amount at the end of the year. So it's very useful. And the 401k. So yeah, income tax deducted. Gross income here. And then 401k fund, that's the retirement fund. So pension plan at work. So this would be the pension plan at work. And they deduct a certain amount for the pension plan at work. And also they can deduct for so these are all the deductions. And then you can also deduct for benefits at work. So like health insurance is one, could be one. There's other ones that they deduct for. So, and then you have your net income. After all the deductions are taken out, you have your net income. So that's why your paycheck is not exactly as much as it says because of deductions. So deductions are money taken out of the gross income. Budget is an organized plan for spending and saving money. The amount of money you have to spend on this expenses for the month. So what definition matches gross income? So the amount of money made before deductions are taken out, yes. So what definition matches net income? It's the amount of money made after deductions taken out. So what definition matches income? Money that is earned as a result of working, yes. So what is a budget? An organized plan for spending and saving money, yes. So income tax, money paid to the government based on money you earn. Payroll tax is money an employer withholds from an employee's paycheck. Property tax is a portion of the value of items as paid to a city or government. Sales tax is money added to the cost of items or services. What are property taxes? So a portion of the value of the items that is paid to city or government. What is sales tax? Money added to the cost of items or services, yes. So what is a payroll tax? Money an employer withholds from the employee's paycheck. What are income taxes? So money paid to the government based on money you earn. So deposits put money in your bank account, withdrawals take money out of your bank account. Well, saving is money set aside in case of emergency. Spending is when you pay for goods and services. Donating is when you give money to charity. So deposit is money, a blank, your bank account. So put in 2. Withdrawal is money what you're from your bank account. So I'll recommend one out here. So an RSP is saving for retirement. So what you put into the RSP won't be taxed until you withdraw from it. So you can contribute 18% of earned income or 25,970 in 2016, so whichever is lower. And it carries forward each year, so it adds up. So if you don't contribute that much today, this year, you can contribute that plus next year's amount next year. So it adds up. It doesn't expire. It accumulates over time. So withdrawing from an RSP, you have to pay taxes. That's when you pay taxes. But you can withdraw at a higher when you're at a lower tax bracket in the future. I recommend a TFSA, and I'll show you why. TFSAs are much better than RSPs, and I'll show you why. The reason why a TFSA is better than an RSP is because when you withdraw from a TFSA, you're not taxed. So that's a big benefit of a TFSA. When you withdraw from a TFSA, you're not taxed. That's why I recommend it. So any withdrawals, if you take any money out, you're not taxed at all. They cannot tax it. That's the great thing about a TFSA. So unlike an RRSP, withdrawing from a TFSA does not add to your income. That's a big benefit. So when you withdraw from a TFSA, it does not add to your income. And it does not affect eligibility for government supplements depending on your income for the year. And you can invest in anything in TFSA. So you can invest in stocks, bonds, exchange traded funds. So I highly recommend creating a TFSA as soon as you can. So if you can go to your bank branch, so walk into your bank branch and ask for them to create a tax-free savings account for you. That would be a good idea. And the cumulative total you could contribute to TFSA from 2009 to 2016 if you didn't contribute to anything for that period, you contribute about 46,500. So it starts when you turn 18, your contribution room starts accumulating. So it carries forward. So if you were 18 in 2009, you'd have almost $100,000 of contribution room. So you'd have a lot of contribution room. So TFSA I highly recommend. I recommend you make one as soon as you can for your savings. So a TFSA is much better than a RSP. And then you can invest in anything in a TFSA. So I recommend open a TFSA and invest in an exchange traded fund. through like Vanguard. So my recommendation is to create a TFSA and invest in an exchange traded fund from Vanguard, BlackRock iShares, BMO or TD that tracks the S&P 500 or international equities. So I recommend that.